I'm Shawne, Deusen-Jeffries, and I went to Zimbabwe, so this is not a Kazakhstan story. So this was my first delegation trip. I've been a mentor for 3 years, but this was the first time I went to a delegation trip. And Zimbabwe was amazing. The people were incredible. I think the mentors. So one of the things that, so we stayed in this amazing hotel, very different from everywhere else we went. But one of the things that, and so every morning we went to breakfast, this amazing buffet. And, but one of the mentors, I mean, we engaged so much with the wait staff, with the service staff, that she got a hug. And not only did she get a hug, she got several of the rest of us hugs from the service staff. Just because we would be there, and we were there for an hour and a half, rearranging the whole dining room. Because you see, you can't just have one TechWoman having breakfast. Okay, so first they set you go down all by yourself, you know, and they set you up at a table for one, but then somebody else comes, and then that becomes a table for two, but then somebody else comes, and there's a table for or two more people, and then it's a table for four. So now they've got you seated at a table for one, but they've got four of you. And you've rearranged all the chairs and all the silverware. So we did that every morning. They finally got smart and they sat us at the tables for 6, because then you could get 9 or 10 around the table. So that was, and that was just interacting with people, not being a TechWoman, just interacting with people. But the girls were amazing. I spent a ton of time talking about something that's entirely not in my field of expertise, which is internet security. And trying to teach Zimbabwean girls, you're gonna laugh at me, trying to teach Zimbabwean girls about privacy. So I spent a lot of time having them envision me as a Zimbabwean boy, that I'm masquerading on the internet, prowling as a Zimbabwean boy to attack Zimbabwean girls. So, but they were amazing. That was really awesome. And the awesomeness of the trip, I have to thank the IIE folks, because they made it great. And it was really great to talk to and work with the TechWomen from Zimbabwe, one of whom was at Juniper, and that made me feel really good, because I was the only Juniper person there. She's like, oh, I'm so glad one of you came.
Yeah.
So, just to connect back with the women. So.